Hi, my name is Jimmy Lee Johnson, son of William, son of Clark, and today I'm showing you a chalk drawing of three things. One, how to do a chalk drawing. Number two is a Mother's Day gift, and the third one, this is going to be the City of Albany's community chalk drawing event. The first part of it is a how-to video, which is this. The second one is going to be a Zoom meeting, a bunch of people collaborating and making this together. We'll do more later. This will be our first one, so we're making it up as we go. So here it is. First, we need to draw the picture. Use a big fat tip felt marker. Add several sheets of paper because it will bleed through it. I use a school ruled paper and do it horizontal so we can use the lines. You can draw a simple A, and then I draw the letters out of order. It helps me balance the picture out. And now the B, slide it over a little ways and use straight lines instead of curved shapes for the B because we're going to be drawing this with tape. The L, count the lines over, and the A for the beginning of Albany, make it match the same size of the other A that you first drew. Now the Y should be in the same line as the middle of the B and the middle of the A's. Now go down a space by the same height of the word Albany, and then write Mom. The right side of the O should be in the middle of the drawing, and then draw an M, straight lines again, do the first M, out of order, and then draw the S. Now the 2 points of the S shouldn't be in the middle. The slanted line should. Here we're drawing the heart, and it will overlap the letters. Now I want the artist who's going to be drawing this put their name up here so I can view it when we do a Zoom meeting. Like I said, Nora, that one's mine. And look, it bled through it. See this page? You can see the ink. With that done, we need to go outside. So you will need to have painter's tape and a box of chalk, maybe 4 colors, a bunch of colors, one of them to be pink or red. You can use homemade charcoal, which I really do like. Now let's put the page down and use this as a guideline. So draw 2 lines and slide the page over, not only to the edge because you make it at an angle. I want you to put it halfway so you can keep it somewhat straight. Draw 2 lines again and do this one more time. Slide everything over like this, it's a little bit messy. And now we should have 2 parallel lines. Come down, start from the beginning, do 1 line. Slide it over like you did the first time, draw another line, and 1 more. And you'll do this 1 more time, so then we'll have 3 separate rows for the words and the heart. Once you're done, tape it over to the side so you can use it as a reference, and so I can look in the video and see your name. Find the middle of the page and the middle of the sidewalk. That's where we're going to put the first A like we did with the drawing. Here I'm just ripping the tape. If you want to use scissors, you can. We don't need it to be perfect because we'll fix it later. Once you have the letter down, fold up 1 corner so you can peel it up later. Don't rub the tape down. We'll do that later. Now let's move on to the next letters. And you can see the tape is adjustable so you can fix it if it's not straight. And again, don't rub it down all the way. We'll do that later. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can overlap some of the tape and put a little space in here for the next letters. Find some space, and then when you start using the angles of the B, hold on 1 corner with your finger, find the right angle, then rip it off. Then find the middle where the A is, that's where the center of the B is, and do the next angle. And again, I'm not rubbing the tape down too much because I could adjust it 1 more time. Alright, now move over and keep referencing your first. Now the L, you have to make the bottom line. If it's too long like this, you can rip a little bit or fold it under. You can adjust the angles. If things are in the way, move them to the side. Here, let's make the A match the one in the center. Now if the angles are wrong, you can peel it up and readjust it. Only do this once because the tape will start losing the sticky. If you do it more than once, start over again with a new piece of tape. Alright, now don't forget the Y, and the center of the Y should match the center of the A. The center of the Y should match up with the center of the A. Try to make the V shape of the Y balanced, and the descender of the Y, try to make it parallel to the other lines. Pat all the tape down and press it into the sidewalk. And don't forget to peel up the edges. Now let's look for the O, like we did in the drawing. The center, the right side of the O, is in the center of the words. And the O itself should be about as wide as the letter A's up there. Try to make the lines of the O parallel, like the N and the L above. Don't forget to fold over the little corners. And we're going to work on the M's. And the corner V of the M should be in the center of the letter M. Hover the tape over the word for a moment to make it match. Now, if there's grass or other obstacles in the way, don't worry about it too much because the chalk will cover it up. And try to make this M match the same width as the first M. Now, when you make the lines a little bit too long, just fold them under or cut them like this. Now, for the S, again, the line doesn't come all the way to the center. The right diagonal will be right in the middle of the letter S. With that done, fold over the corners and press down all the tape into the sidewalk. Now get a middle color piece of chalk, like this purple, and draw right along the line of the words. You don't need to pull straight out like that. We'll do it later. So it's just right now, so just go right along the edge of each letter stroke and fill in the counter spaces. The little ones could help you do this. I recommend having several people do this because it could take a little while. You'll see that I can move twice as fast as Nora can. So having more people, you can get this done. And don't forget the little corners of each letter. And in this, you can see I am going a little bit faster. But when you go fast, sometimes you pull up the tape. You can see here, it lifts it up. So hold it down with one finger and switch your hands as you go around the drawing. If you mess up, you could put new tape down. So I'm holding it down and pressing, and I'm pushing down on the tape with the chalk as I'm drawing along it. You can see Nora's following the lines a little bit too close. She's getting a little bit faster, and my chalk is being really messy. And this stuff will become completely covered in chalk. So don't worry about it. Make it messy. Go fast. Now let's pull out a different color. So the word mom has pink. Now there's this peach. We're going to start spreading out the lines, making it like an explosion. This is going to look good. Trust me. Just keep pushing it. Don't forget the counter spaces, the little gaps in the letters. And now she's going to grab her color and start doing an explosion up there on the word Albany. And so spread it around, pull it out, grab from the center of the tape, and pull it straight out. Go all the way around every single letter. And you can go right over top of the tape because we're going to pull this tape up. Make it dirty, make it messy, and go all the way around and spread it out. You're only going to use a couple pieces of chalk on this size of a drawing. Now up here in the word Albany, I pull out a yellow and I start from the letter Y and move towards Nora. I'm going a little bit faster, but we're going to trade chalk here in a second. I'm blasting away from the tape, put it on the tape and pull away from it. Then now when we meet right about the L and the B, we're going to trade chalk. Then she's going to pick up from where I left off, and I'm going to use her peach color and move it on. So the word Albany has purple, yellow, and peach over every letter. Like I said before, this is going to get really messy. It's going to be completely covered in chalk, and when we pull up the tape, it's going to be like magic. We keep spreading this in, and we're going to rub this in. So don't worry about it being too messy, and don't blow on it. Now, don't peel it up right now. We're going to start rubbing it in. Use your hand. Don't press too hard because I don't want your hand to get roughed up from the sidewalk. So gently rub it in and pat it if you have to. And here's a close-up look. So I'm kind of rubbing it a little bit, mostly patting it down. Spreading it away from the chalk so it's not too much of loose chalk, to blow in the wind. All right, with it done, let's move things to the side and peel it off. And voila, look at that. Magical letters, straight and sharp. Put the tape in the one spot so you don't accidentally step on it or it gets blown away. And the letters aren't perfect. It's okay. This is sidewalk chalk art for children. Now use a bright color or a dark color. I'm using this bright blue. And start outlining the letters. All ages could do this. And when you come to the part where some of the tape isn't perfect, like here, don't follow it. Make a new line. Clean it up. Make it straight. And you can see the edges on this. Even the young ones can do this. Clean up the lines and just fill in the gaps. And look at that. Nice and sharp, nice and clean. We made perfect letters. Fill in the counter spaces. And a note for those who have a little bit of extra artistic talent. Don't be too serious on this. If you're working with a little one, make mistakes so that they don't feel bad. This is supposed to feel good. It's sidewalk chalk art. You can see on some of my letters, I'm not following in the lines perfectly. I'm just going fast, making it fun, making it friendly, and working together. And the whole idea of being a team on this, is great. And having several children on there, if they can cooperate, that'd be great. All right, so we're going to make some flowers. I want you to make some decorations around here. So a simple flower is a circle, and then just draw some petals around it. Spread it out, move them around. Here is a peace symbol. Circle, and there's a few lines for a Y. Now here's a vine. Pretty simple. Squiggly line, add some leaves. It adds some life to the picture. Everyone loves growing plants. And switch colors, trade around, add balance. Don't put only green on one side or yellow to one side. Add different colors. You can see the vine here has reversed green with yellow flowers. Put in some yellow inside the flowers. Maybe add a hot air balloon, smiley face. Nora's going to put a little pink heart right here. Make it festive, make it fun. Don't make it too crazy though. Now we're going to do the heart. We're going to do 2 lines right down the middle of the A to the O. So it's going to be big, but I think in my drawing here, you see later, I covered up the B a little bit too much. And Nora's going to try it, and she covers up the end a little bit too far. That's okay. This is chalk drawing, doesn't have to be perfect. So I trimmed it in a little bit, and now we're going to fill it in. This is going to be thick. I want you to add layers and layers to this. It says use up that chalk, and now once we get it all down there, and the sidewalk is pretty much covered up, we're going to use our hands. So now we're going to start patting it, rubbing it in. We're going to use our finger and outline the heart. We're going to work this in, and it's going to be a nice thick layer. And we're going to add some more colors to it. So I'm going to pull out a piece of burnt coal and a dark blue. You can use black chalk if you want. I mix those 2 lines and now blend it in. Just rub it in and make it look like a shadow on the heart. Next, we can use a white for a shine. We can do the opposite of the dark. 2 lines right there and there. Now rub it in. The white isn't as strong as the dark color, so you probably have to do a couple layers. Rub it in and not put it to the edge of the heart, just on the inside of it. It makes it more 3-dimensional around. Now I can use a darker color just to sharpen up the heart, put a nice edge to it, and voila, there it is. Push stuff away and show it off. People are going to love it. The moms are going to love it. The city's going to love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Rebecca Bond, for making this happen. May your ancestors be praised.